Reynolds Sound has officially become my favorite spot here on Haida Gwaii, but with so much left to see, I think it's time to head back up the hill. And my good buddy Curtis is flying in for a week of adventures, but in typical Curtis fashion, he managed to book his flight to the wrong of the only two airports on all of Haida Gwaii. So we're gonna take advantage of the situation, do some exploring on South Island.
If you were following along last week, you'll remember the road down into Reynolds Sound. Fourth steepest public road in North America, 25% grade. If you're coming to Haida Gwaii, don't let it scare you. It's really not that big of a deal. Came down it in two-wheel drive just with the exhaust brake. Climbing back up it right now. I'm in first gear, two-wheel drive, not a problem. Be prepared, don't be scared. Is we made it to South Island. Looks absolutely beautiful. Bad news is, if you're not a fan of the really bad jokes on Destination Adventure, they're about to get a whole lot worse, because Curtis is here. Yo! One cool thing about Haida Gwaii is they run their iron till it's completely worn out. So there's a lot of old iron still going around on the islands. Look at this thing. What a relic. It's awesome. Wow. Oldie but a goodie. Looks like she's been parked for quite some time. Didn't make it very far. Already a fan of South Island. There is old logging equipment and iron all over the place. And then we see some cement structures up here. Guessing it's where they hid the nukes. As far as I know, there's not military history on Haida Gwaii, but it looks military, other than this incredibly rusted vehicle. Holy smokes. This might be the most rusted I have ever seen a vehicle. Crazy. Yeah, this looks military, but I really don't think so. full of plastic things. What these plastic things are is the Sitka blacktails. They chew on the cedar trees, and it's really hard on the trees when they're saplings. So they put those plastic things around them. I'm guessing they've just put them in there as storage. Empty. Heck of a wall. Well then, not sure how much I feel like going in that little hole. But I'll take a peek in there for sure. Oh, it's big. Huh. Well, tell you a little something about Haida Gwaii. They have tiny little deer, and they have world record size black bear. And for that reason, not going in that little hole. No way to know for sure, but I'm sticking with my guess. This is where they hid the nukes. Anyways, 5 minutes on South Island, already finding a ton of cool stuff.
Are we lost?
Only because you sent us down the wrong road, and I wouldn't say lost, just looking for a place to turn around.
I'm certain we're lost.
Just rolling into Moresby Camp. Awfully beautiful down here. I think it's officially become my favorite place on Haida Gwaii. Determining factor will be whether or not we can catch some crabs and hopefully a salmon. I say we camp right out here.
I wonder if we can.
Why not?
Like right here?
I'll probably go up here and then back over there.
Good level?
Dude, this is camp.
Yep, I think so.
Not the most graceful back-in I've ever done, but that was freaking awesome.
This is great.
Yeah,
Let's go crabbing. Come on.
Yeah, let's put the crab pot in.
Dude, I want to go crabbing right now.
Completely sold on this camp spot. Even if we don't get crabs, it might be the best one. Check it out. I also can't believe nobody else has claimed this spot out on the spit. Absolutely perfect. If this turns out to be a good connection, I will be very surprised.
What's wrong with it? Looks good. Oh,
We got connection, baby.
flashed her up.
Man, that water, just perfect. Nice old wood boat. I dig it. So here's today's plan. Directly behind me is the Narrows. It's a, well, I don't know what it's gonna look like, but mapping it out, it's a little shot that goes down to a bay over there. Or that's out to the open ocean and Kumshwa. I see there's something up here. We're gonna take a little look before we do the Narrows out. Looking forward to that.
No, you say that you love me, but you walk out the door. No, I gave you my heart, babe, but you tore it down.
Of all the things for this to be, I did not expect it to be a modern logging camp. But there you have it.
Come on, come on.
It's official. It's raining.
Hard rain is falling. Hard rain is falling. Hard rain is falling. Nothing's gonna be the same.
We've got to get rid of this crab trap so it can soak. Looks like there's a river coming in here and at least a little bit of sand, so that's gonna be the spot. Feeling crabby. I think what's happening here is it's a male with a harem of females. Oh my God, they're coming over here. We're gonna get up through the Narrows first. Make sure we can get through there. The tide's going out. I just want to make sure we got enough clearance to get through. I don't know, man. So far the Narrows are looking pretty narrow. Maintaining 8 feet of depth. Just beautiful in here. This was a great idea. Just coming into the second channel. Absolute piece of cake. There's a jellyfish here with like 6 feet of tentacles coming off of it. I don't currently have a GoPro that doesn't have a crack in it, so I can't put this underwater. But take a friggin' look at this thing. Welcome to the other side of the Narrows. Definitely my favorite part of the day so far. Absolutely beautiful in there. Looking at the satellite, there's a place called Swell Inlet up here. Looks like there might be an old town or something there. And a creek. So we're gonna hammer down, check it out, get into some salmon.
Walk with me, I'll take you there. Just taste the wind is calling in the air. Walk with me, I'll take you there. The blood of earth is rich.
Scored a nice rockfish.
Is what it is.
Pretty awesome, actually. Well, I only have the one salmon rod, so I'm trying something totally new. It's called bucktailing. I have my 8-weight fly rod with some braided line and a great big fly like this. Apparently I'm supposed to just drag it along in the prop chop. Give her a whirl.
Walk with me, I'll take you there. Just taste the wind is calling in the air. Walk with me, I'll take you there. The blood of earth is rich and rare. Walk with me, I'll take you there. Just taste the wind is calling in the air.
This might be it, man. This might be the real deal. Still a couple miles down because of this tiny little reel, but I did get this reel from a fan. If you're watching, in Rupert, trying it out. The rod is certainly not meant for all this rigging that's on here, so that doesn't help. But it's really not fighting like a salmon. Sure doesn't look like a salmon. Oh, it's just a big rockfish. Oh no! Yes! Oh my god. Success! Yes! Dude, that is hilarious. On an 8-weight fly rod. Pretty unorthodox way of catching a rockfish. There's a monster black bear up here. Haida Gwaii is famous for the largest black bears in the entire world. That thing's not a record breaker, but it's a good sized blackie. He's super cautious of us, so I'm gonna fire up and let him be. I'll put a screenshot of what I was looking at that made me think there might be a town or something here. Right away, we can see some stuff. Well, I'll show you when I pull the boat up. There's an old fire brick here, so that's a good sign. Right away, finding what looks like a fence here. The old hinges. This looks like a power pole laid over. Yup. This is awfully peculiar. Just a big pile of dirt. What?
Check it out.
Is that a golf ball?
Yeah.
What the heck is a golf ball doing here? Oh, did you just throw this here?
No.
This is another golf ball. Yeah. Another telephone pole, or power pole rather. But not much else. A big asphalt pad. Oh, it's cement actually. I'm just gonna throw this out there. Not saying it's what I think it is, but I wonder if this could be a basketball court because there's lines painted on here. And if it was a little town, or even some of these camps back in the day, they were pretty well established. Comfy living out here. Well, pretty radical discovery. This is an asphalt road. There's one chunk here that looks like it's been, something's been picking away at it or something. Otherwise, I never would have seen it. Now, how did this rock get here? See, that's cement underneath there again. Crazy. And then another paved road. Look at that row of trees. And that row of trees perfectly in line. This looks like one of those things that you throw an axe into. And why would that be out here? Looks like a couple electric water pumps. And then some more power poles. Look at this. This is a city light. Or a street light, rather. The glass is still in good shape, and it's real glass, not plastic. And another paved road. What confuses me, the stuff left behind here is really not that old. Some of it's iron, but a lot of plastic and rubber. But it looks like no one's been here in like a century. Wow. This probably would have supported an old bridge or something. That stump is rotted out now, but imagine back in the day, just a monster tree. This is way above the town site now. There's junk all over the place. That's an old culvert there. The craziest thing to me is this is paved all the way up here. I think they would have had to barge all that equipment over to do that job. I'm gonna have to look at the maps when I get back. But pretty wild. Like this old water line. Can't see where it goes, but it's just PVC pipe. Well, I really don't know what to tell you. This looks, with the things that are left behind, it looks like just an old temporary campsite, with the exception of these paved roads and these trees. This is super strange. Like somebody planted these. This perfect line going along here, and then this perfect line going along here. Right on the edge of these two paved roads. This tree also does not look like it belongs here. This looks like a tree that would be planted outside somebody's house. Just following along the road. I want to clear some moss off. Okay, so this is cemented together. Looks like rocks that were just collected locally, but look at it. It goes all the way around in kind of a strange shape, and then ends just over there. Bunch of power cable in the corner. What else do we got hidden in the trees here? What is this thing? It looks like it goes on run by a belt. I am not so sure about that, but then you can see there's an old power pole there. I just don't know.
So I think I have at least a little bit of information to share with you guys, but this has been a difficult one to try and research for a couple different reasons. First of all, the satellite map that I'm using refers to this as Swell Inlet, which is just the first of 2 spelling errors. This is Sewell Inlet, and if you zoom in on Google Maps, over top of the town site it says Clint Cree. I thought maybe that was the name of the town. That's just referring to Clint Creek, which flows in right there. It's just missing a K. As well, on North Island, there's a Sewell Inlet, S-E-W-A-L-L, which has an old log camp at the end of it. I was able to find one grainy old photograph of this town site, but the website that it's supposed to be attached to is no longer in existence. If you follow some of the old roads, a couple of them go to the west coast to the bay across from Tassoo, which is an open pit mine abandoned in the 1980s. That was on the list of places for me to visit while I'm here on Haida Gwaii. It's just a little bit too difficult to try and access with my boat, especially being on the west coast. If you zoom in on Tassoo, there's no roads coming off of it. So I kind of don't think this would be a campsite for the mine. I'm guessing the mine was probably boat access only. Anyways, pretty limited information so far. I'm going to keep digging into this, but for now, back to the adventure.
Getting to the other side of the Narrows, time to pick up our crab pot. Gotta go say hi to another Haida Gwaii bear. Not the biggest bear of the day, but a nice healthy young black bear. We're gonna leave him be, keep turning some rocks. Or it's stuck on something down there. I pulled up a whole tree once. It really sucked. It's got monster red rock.
Yeah, all of them are red rock.
Not a single dungy, but freaking monster red rock. Look at the size of these things. Look at that.
Yeah, dude. That one, and that one.
That's like an 8-inch
yeah.
shell on a red rock.
Yeah.
That's ludicrous. All right. Our luck has turned around. We have 1 fish and a limit of red rock crab. Not as good as dungies, but still a win.
Here we are, tail end of the trip. Had some time to relax, some time to explore, little fishing, little crabbing. All in all, how did you like life in the rig?
It's been a big adjustment, really big adjustment, but it's been nice to just completely disconnect entirely.
Should be on, bud. How are we looking?
I'm still not connected, bud. I think it's the trees.
It's not good.
Hurry up!
But you successfully survived an entire week, living nomad style. How was it?
This lifestyle you live is pretty tough.
It's different.
It's a hard adjustment. But the freedom you have with this off-grid living.
I can't believe you never have to pay a power bill. Never. This premium gasoline.
I do see people in the comments, they laugh at me because in this tiny little thing I call a home, I cook all my food in that little kitchen. What did you think about the whole procedure of diet?
Oh man, as somebody who relies 100% on grocery stores, it's just been so cool to rely off the land and provide for ourselves. That's good.
Well, I need you to settle something once and for all. I spent the last 3 years traveling in a great big motorhome, and everyone is very concerned when I went to this tiny little rig that I'd be cooped up. I haven't felt cooped up at all. Did you feel cooped up the last week?
Well,
Okay.
uh-oh.
Punch.
Well, that's it then. We're done.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah. Piece of cake.
There you have it. It's officially confirmed. I'm the biggest king in the smallest castle. Thanks for watching, everybody. As always, take nothing but pictures, leave nothing but footprints, and I'll
Catch you on the next one.
Catch you on the next one.